in this video in particular, we want to talk about, you know, the times that we were inside of a tent and, you know, what that was like. Prior to living in a tent, you know, we were already homeless, and we've been homeless for a long time, you know, still currently are, but, you know, we were obviously blessed with a truck, but currently it's not running. So, you know, we're needing assistance with that. But prior to the tent, we have been homeless for years, and, you know, we've been struggling and, you know, trying to use all the resources around us. And we went to the Sharing Center, we went to the Rescue Mission, we've been to Hope Place, we've been to Pathways of Home, we've talked with all of these people, DCF,
CPS,
even CPS, as far as because
the police department,
the police department, the sheriff's department, you know, a lot of factions that we've been dealing with.
We are very, very much known into the system now.
On a first name basis. This is for 3 to 4 years that we've been, you know, outside homelessness.
You know, they are aware of this also, and, you know, we have tried to, you know, get help from our families, and they don't understand that we're not submitting to separating and giving our kids up and to get to what we want.
The tent situation came about because we were, you know, prior to, we were homeless and we're well known throughout the community. But we were sitting at a park. The lady that we know from the Sharing Center and Aspire, the lady, all she could provide us with were tents, because we told her that, you know, we were getting in trouble for sleeping at these parks and sleeping outside. And, you know, we had got into a situation where my wife had to go to jail because we were sleeping outside and we didn't have no place to go. So we explained that to her, and, you know, this is the resource lady for the Sharing Center and Aspire Hope Place. We had told her all of this, and she said that the best that they can do was offer us a tent.
With our one child at the time. We just had Sabrina.
With our one child.
And she was 1 year old at the time.
And she was 4 to 5 months pregnant.
Yes, and I was pregnant with Bennett.
So, and it was, and thank God for the tent, because, you know, it set us on a different type of journey, tent. But it was a 3-person tent, so we had to make do.
Most people think that that's what we should have been okay with it, like, and I just wanted to express that. Like, people felt like we should have been okay with being in the tent, and we was not okay with it.
The only thing the Sharing Center was able to get us was a 3-person tent. So we had to make do with that. And, you know, after that, we were kind of struggling to find a spot to put the tent so we can rest our head from the coldness and the rain. The rain,
the animals,
So we were trying to figure out how we can, mosquitoes. And so we were trying to figure out a spot where we could put the tent. And it took us, you know, a couple days of walking constantly, nonstop.
While I was pregnant.
While she was pregnant.
While my baby, we didn't have nothing for my baby. We really didn't have much. We didn't have coverage.
And the reason why we couldn't get into the Rescue Mission, that's the only shelter here in Seminole County.
Seminole County.
The only reason why we can't get into the Rescue Mission is because the coordinator there, her and Tyneria had a disagreement about one of her workers and Tyneria and how they were conducting themselves. And, you know, at the time, you know, we were fighting all of these cases. We had just got hit by a van.
An SUV van.
So Ty was in crutches.
I was in crutches during this whole time.
She's talking to the lady and she's trying to tell her, and she's trying to explain. And, you know, they got into a disagreement. Long story short, they had a little bias towards my wife, so they said that we couldn't be there, and that's the only place in Seminole County, in Central Florida, where we could go and, you know, rest our heads. But so that was off limits, so we were forced to be outside. Eventually we found a spot and some woods.
Put back out and we walked.
But it was on the main road, and it's right next to it was right in between
like
businesses.
And stuff like that.
But it was a good spot. and we found it while we was walking that night because we had to find somewhere
we were so tired and hurting.
Lay down and put our baby. But we found a spot in the woods and we decided to settle there. And you know, we were there at night, and as soon as the sun hit, we would leave and go take care of all the things we need to take care of. And we were doing that for a couple of weeks until we came across one of the business owners who happened to be right next to the spot where we were tenting at.
One night while we was, you know, waiting to, you know, go to bed, like actually.
One night while we were standing right by the store, you know, because we don't have nothing. We were just standing by the store, and I was trying to feed my kids. Sabrina was eating a pizza. You know, we were just standing by the store. We don't have a car or nothing. So he sees us, and I guess he recognizes us because he put two and two together that there's a tent right next to his business, and that we were homeless. So he put two and two together and saw that we were the homeless people. But long story short, you know, he offered me a job, offered us a hotel stay, but that was in an exchange that I worked for him, you know, and I did that
because I was pregnant and I had somewhere to stay, and he was able to make money to, you know, get us something to eat at the time. And the dude, he was paying for the hotel because he was working for him, and you know, it was good at that time. But you know, it's just a regular.
He thought I was just a regular homeless, but come to find out, you know, I have all these things going on as far as the music, and you know, I want better for myself. I'm not trying to just be out here, just be a regular Joe, and just have my kids out here just doing the regular things when, you know, that's not the way that we're brought up to go. So yeah, I had wanted more for myself, and he was kind of questioning me about these things, and I didn't want to talk to him about those things because I felt like, you know, it was already a mix-up in bringing personal business into things that we're supposed to be taking care of. So yeah, he kind of got, you know, frustrated with me, or I don't like to say that, but he felt some type of way with me having like businesses and stuff, but being homeless, and he couldn't understand that. So, you know, he kind of started arguing with me, and that eventually led to him try to navigate my situation and try to advise me on what I should be doing with what I'm doing. And you know, things just took another turn. And you know, I didn't argue with the guy or anything. He just, you know, really totally blew up on me as if it was like pent up aggression. But that's just one of many instances, because that situation that wasn't the first time. That's not the first time that
I was just about to say it's not.
That actually happens to me a lot of times. But long story short, you know, we had to leave the job. He cut the hotel short stay, so we was out back on the streets. And thank God, luckily, we had this spot right across from where we were at. It was a good spot for us to put a tent. And I'd say weeks before that, somebody had gave us an even bigger tent. This is at the part every time that somebody gives us, you know,
and we're homeless,
a tent, and we're homeless.
We're probably there like charging our phone or something, you know, trying to get juice because the park has charges and stuff like that.
Right. So we got this spot right across the street. It's bigger, and you know, we get settled in, and you know, eventually things is going good. We're leaving in the morning and getting things done and stuff like that. But eventually, the weather and the animals started taking over. It came to one point where it started raining every day for a week straight, and that totally flooded the tent out to where we couldn't even go back in, and we had to stay outside for a couple of days or sleep in the back of the store.
Yeah,
for
and we
some
had to
nights.
stay up
A lot of
sometimes.
nights.
Yeah, we had to stay up. The mosquitoes.
We had to stay up.
And cover the baby, Sabrina, cover the newborn. Like it's a lot, y'all.
Yeah.
And it's like so much that we could say and try to describe just us explaining about the tent. And yeah, it got to a point where like all the animals started coming in.
The elements and the animals started taking over to where eventually we couldn't manage it no more. So we had to get right back out of there and get right back on the streets again. And, you know, try to make stuff happen. You know? After this tent, when we got back outside, eventually we came across somebody, you know, that had personal resources, was connected personally to a church that could that wanted to help us out. So we got in connect with her. The church helped us out for a couple of weeks in a hotel. During those couple of weeks, I got a job landscaping, and I started taking over the bills after that, which was, you know, hotel stay is very expensive. So it was running me about $2,000 a month, $500 a week. But, you know, I was doing it, and we was doing it for almost half a year. And it happened all in great time, because at the time, my wife was like 7-8 months pregnant and about to have the baby. So, you know, we ended up back in the hotel. I was working, and we had our beautiful baby, our baby Finn.
Finity.
Yeah, man. It's just been such a blessing to us, because it's like, wow, the things that God do, and He puts divine timing in everything. And we couldn't be more grateful.
That's why we stand firm on what we believe in and how we carry ourselves, and not trying to change for nobody or this system, because God keeps showing us, like, no matter what, no matter, not even these people putting us through, like, no matter what life throws at us or what we have to go through, that He will provide as long as we have faith in Him, and as long as we choose Him to be our Father and choose Him to guide us. And that's what we've been walking on, and that's what we've been, you know, having in our hearts this whole time.
Yep. So, yep, that's how we got into the tent, and, you know, eventually we were led out and led to something, you know, a great opportunity to where we could stay in the hotel and have our baby. And we had our baby by ourselves. Yep. No hospitals, no needles, no nothing. No. Natural. And, you know, but we'll do another video on that, because, you know, that was very special.
Yeah, that was a very beautiful moment, and it was divine timing. My baby was born on the 8th, and, you know, it's just, that's another story.
Yeah, it's another story,
and we thank y'all for watching, and, you know, we just ask that y'all like and y'all subscribe and follow us and
show us support. Hey, y'all, if y'all can help us, like I say, we homeless. This is our life. This is our everything.
Yes,
this is the only thing we have, and we're broke down. We don't have nothing. If you can help us fix up this truck, show your support. Or just watch our story. Continue to follow us.
You know, that's all that we ask. We don't ask for too much, because, you know, God, you know, He's on the other side making works. So we appreciate y'all.
Yep.
Sabrina, say bye. Say see you later. Love.
Peace.